thinking about moving to Long Beach, California, but not sure if it's the right place for you? Well, today I'm going to do the pros and cons of living in this city. My name's Matt Tilley, I'm the British bloke, realtor here in Long Beach. And if you're looking to move here in the next month, 6 months or 12 months, give me a call, shoot me a text, write me an email. Obviously, I would love to meet you and happy to help. Right, let's go see what the pros and cons of living in this city are. Okay, so today this video is the pros and cons of living in Long Beach, California. You speak to people in Los Angeles, Long Beach is one of the most polarized cities or areas of LA County to live when it comes to opinions. Some people will be like, Long Beach? Hell no, that is just crime-ridden, homeless. Who on earth's going to want to live in Long Beach? And then other people are like, wow, this is LA County's best kept secret. There's wealth, there's beaches, there's all these great things that everyone would like to live in, the community. So today, let's see who's right. Is it the worst place in the world to live? Is it the best place in the world to live? Is it somewhere in the middle? I know I have my opinions, so let's get started. If you do like this video, please like and subscribe. Just smash that like button. Obviously, it helps with my algorithms. More people get to see these videos, and it's just better for everyone, really. All right, so let's dive in. Let's dive in with the cons first. Obviously, crime. People think of Long Beach, they think of crime, especially in North Long Beach. This area is known for its crime. It's near South Central, obviously. Oh, let me get rid of that. Also, this area here, crime rates are a little bit higher as well. So let's kind of see what stats are anyway. If we go here, I pulled out some documents here. So let's move this to the side. So niche.com, it's kind of a website that ranks neighborhoods throughout the whole of America. When it comes to crime in Long Beach, from A to E, Long Beach crime and safety, C. But then how safe do you feel? This is based on 64 comments or responses from residents of Long Beach. Almost 60%, so over half the residents interviewed about this said they feel pretty safe. There is some crime, but it doesn't really impact them much. I live in Long Beach, and that's what I would say. I know there's crime in Long Beach. I don't live under a rock. Does it impact me? No. Have I been subject to it yet? No. But I do know people who have. 19% of people who were asked, somewhat safe, there is noticeable crime, and sometimes I don't feel safe. 16%, oh, I feel very safe. There really is no crime to speak of. And then 6%, not safe. There's a lot of crime and I regularly don't feel safe. So I think just from reading these reviews, you know, it's got a C. I'd probably put it at a C plus or maybe a B minus, because what is this? 70% of people who were interviewed, 75% think that it's pretty safe or very safe. And how reliable are the police in this area? 54% said the police are very visible and very responsive. I see police cars every day in Long Beach when I'm driving around. I really feel their presence here. Only 3% say the police aren't around much when you need them. So if you look at this, yes, niche.com gives it a C grade, which doesn't sound great. But if you're looking at the residents, maybe it's not as bad as we think. So when it comes to crime, homelessness, all the bad things, that deteriorates the color schedule. Basically, if you look here, if I make this bigger for you guys, if you look here, this is Long Beach. Green is A grade. So green is beautiful, perfect. That area is excellent. And then the more it gets towards red, the worse it is. So green is great. Dark green is great, light green is great, or very good, and then yellow, average, and then red, bad. Obviously, we don't really have any red in Long Beach. So as you can see in these neighborhoods, you know, all of here is green. I would say what? 60% of 70% of Long Beach, according to niche.com, is an A or a B. That's excellent. You know, we're in LA County. There's a lot of people, 9 million people. There's some very dangerous areas of Los Angeles. And judging from niche here, Long Beach really is not one of them. Yes, there's yellow here. That's a C grade, but that's North Long Beach. We've said that all along. And then obviously here as well, Wilmington area. And like I put on the map earlier, this area as well. I went all the way along here, but they've only got this area. So if you look at the map, niche.com, it's pretty green. Long Beach is pretty A or B grade, according to this website. And I often use this website for my clients, so I do trust it and think they're pretty accurate. Crime, though, let's get into some statistics. So you can see Long Beach here, and then you can see next to it the national average. Why don't I use a pen? I have one, a fancy pen here. So assault, 290 per 1,000 residents. National average is slightly less than Long Beach. Murder, almost 8 residents per 100,000, slightly higher than the national average. As you can see, these are all slightly higher than the national average. Motor theft, a lot higher than the national average, but then regular theft, quite a bit lower than the national average. So as you can see, Long Beach statistically, when it comes to national averages, is a little bit higher than the rest of the country. Homelessness, big topic in Long Beach. So I've got a few stats here in the homeless. So between 2020 and 2022, there was a 62% increase in homeless people, according to this article I was reading. In 2020, they say that there was 2,034 homeless residents living on the streets in Long Beach. And then in 2022, 3,296, which is a 60% increase. However, I then read another article saying that there are 6,000 homeless people in Long Beach. So one is saying 3,200, one is saying 6,000. Say we meet in the middle. We're at 4,500 homeless people. In Long Beach, there's about 470,000 residents, so homeless is less than 1%. Still sounds high-ish. 1% of the population of Long Beach is homeless, but not sure what the national average is. Okay, so crime, homelessness. Let's talk about rising house prices. Long Beach has gone up in the last 2 years in areas up to 25% in some areas, which means rents have also gone up 20 to 25%. So it used to be an affordable beach town. House prices have gone through the roof. Renters are really getting hit hard, which is probably why the homelessness has increased by 30, 40, 50% in the last couple of years. So yeah, house prices have gone up, rents have gone up. That's good for some people, but obviously bad for others. So the rental and the housing market in Long Beach is definitely going that way in terms of prices. What else is a con? Oh, some areas of Long Beach is a food desert as far as I'm concerned. In this neighborhood here, really nice area to live in. You've got the parks, you've got the airports nearby, you've got the golf, you've got the duck ponds. It's a good area. There's no good restaurants. There's one, the Eldo. It's a South African, owned by a South African. It's a nice restaurant. They have a good menu. But in terms of being able to maybe walk somewhere, or a 2-minute drive, get a nice glass of wine, or some appetizers, or something that's not fast food or a burger, there's nothing really in this area. Once again, I'm sure I'm going to get comments saying, yes, there is. There's this place and that place. There's Kennedy's. And yeah, that Kennedy's is great, but it's great for a beer and, you know, some some American food, but I'm talking about a trendy wine bar or some more upscale food. There's nothing really in this area. It's more down here in these areas. So yeah, they're kind of the cons as far as I'm concerned. And now, why don't we get to the pros? Because I'm sure this video is already 10 minutes long. All right, the pros of living in Long Beach, California. First of all, why don't we read a few reviews? And this is from people who live here, okay? So, 826 people, residents, wrote reviews of them living in Long Beach. 359 times plus 320, in my head, is 679. 679 out of 826 reviews is what, 80%? So 80% of people who live in Long Beach think it's excellent or very good. Well, I think that kind of sums it up right there. Only 11 people think it's terrible, and I'm sure they had their reasons, but 80% of people love living in Long Beach, including myself. I think that's a really, really good stat right there. The schools. So here we go. There were 612 reviews online about schools, and over 500 of the 600, so another 80%, over 80% of the reviews of residents in Long Beach gave their schools 4 or 5 stars. I think that is a pretty good rate when 80% of people gave their schools 4 or 5 stars out of 5. There's plenty of grade A schools. You know, you can go on Redfin or Zillow and or niche.com, and you can see how the schools are rated. There are plenty of schools in Long Beach, California with 10 out of 10. Also got Long Beach, Cal State Long Beach, which is a great university. Plenty of community colleges. So the education is really good. 87% of students in Long Beach graduate high school, which is pretty much the national average. So out of the 440 school districts in California, Long Beach came 27th when it comes to athletics. Well, I think that's great. Teacher-student ratio, 25 students to 1 teacher. That's pretty low. I've seen it up in the 30s in other districts. So 25 to 1, I think that's definitely a positive. Niche gave Long Beach schools a B+. So all very good there. What other pros do we have? Oh, it's in the top 10% in the whole of America for best cities for outdoor activities. And I can see that. The top 10 in the whole of America. Plenty of golf, 60 miles of bike tracks, 169 outdoor parks, the only dog beach in LA County where you can take your dog off the leash. Obviously, we've got the beach, so we've got boating, we've got beach sports. There is an abundance of outdoor things to do. So yeah, I totally agree. When it comes to being outdoors, Long Beach has you covered. That is for sure. What have I got in? Oh, a great downtown. I love downtown Long Beach. It's clean. It's really up and coming. A lot of money being spent in downtown Long Beach. Juice bars, vegan restaurants, a lot of yoga and Pilates, all that coming in. The diversity, it's really inclusive, no matter who you are and what your beliefs are. Downtown Long Beach, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's excellent. I love the restaurants, I love the bars, the people are friendly, the walkability, the public transport down there, and it's on a beach. How many downtown cities in America are on a beach? So yeah, downtown Long Beach I think is excellent. And let's not forget, it's probably the most affordable beach town in California. Go look at Venice, go look at Santa Monica, go look at Redondo Beach or Hermosa Beach, go look at Huntington Beach, even though that's in the OC. They are expensive. In terms of Long Beach, you can buy, well, let me have a look here. You can buy 3-bed, 2-bath homes for under $850,000 in Long Beach. If you look here, these are all good neighborhoods that I spotted. This is the last 6 months of sales in good neighborhoods. What is this? 19 homes have sold in the last 6 months for under $850,000, and these are all 3-bed, 2-bath homes over 1,100 square foot. So that shows it's affordable. Now, if you want to go for condos and townhomes, 2 3 bedrooms, under $650,000. Look here, yeah, how many you've got? I looked, there is 91 that were sold in the last 6 months, under $650,000. And these are 2 and 3 bedroom condos. And then if you want to get really affordable, under 500,000. These are 1 and 2 bedroom condos under 500,000 that have sold in the last 6 months. So you can see right here, if you want to live by the beach, you can. And I've seen condos sell in the last year for under $350,000 by the beach. So it is definitely an affordable beach town, that's for sure. What else do we have here? Great weather. Southern California, 300 days of sunshine every year. And guess what? Living in Southern California, in Long Beach, we get the breeze from the beach. You're up in Hollywood, Glendale, Pasadena. It's about 10 to 12 degrees hotter. There's not a breeze. You can live down in Long Beach without your AC on all year round, that's for sure. Maybe a month you might want it. But the weather, obviously, in Long Beach, creme de la creme. And that's why the 169 parks and the bike tracks and the beach all come in handy, because you have the weather to take advantage. The airport, Long Beach airport, people, it's literally 10 to 15 minutes from no matter where you live in Long Beach. It flies to 11 different states. I can leave my house, which is in this area, and I can be at Long Beach Airport at the gate within 30 minutes. This airport, it's just been revamped. It's beautiful, it's trendy. And yeah, 11 states it flies to, including Hawaii. I just flew to Hawaii on them. So the airport is literally excellent. I mentioned how it's inclusive, the diversity, they have big pride parades every year, the community, real community vibe. The difference about Long Beach to a lot of other parts of LA is people grow up and live in Long Beach their entire lives. So the community feel of this city is really, really strong. While you can be in other parts of LA and people kind of stick to themselves, never really make friends, and they're always thinking, well, people in LA are so rude. Well, it's because you're in the wrong part of LA. In Long Beach, I find the people are really friendly, really polite. Obviously, there's always one or two, but I think Long Beach is good in that way. 2028, the Olympics are coming to Long Beach. That's really going to put Long Beach on the map. So if you buy a home here before 2028, I honestly think once the Olympics have been here, prices of homes are gonna shoot up. That's just my prediction. Catalina Island. Have you even heard of Catalina Island? There's a port in Long Beach, and it goes to Catalina Island right here. It is a beautiful part of the world. I don't even feel like I'm in America. You can get on the ferry right here. You're at Catalina Island in 55 minutes. There's also, if you want, you can take a helicopter. It's about 170 bucks, and you can be here in 12 minutes. And then you're in paradise. There's hotels, there's restaurants, really few cars on the island. It's very safe. You can swim in the water, you can go snorkeling, scuba diving, zip lining. There's bison that you can go and see, live music. Catalina Island is really unbelievable. Also, you're not far from San Diego, so you can easily do a day trip or, you know, a weekend trip down all the way down to San Diego. It's about 120 miles, and then you got Mexico. So you can fly from LAX down to Cabo in about an hour and a half. So another really great point about living in Long Beach. You're just close to a lot of places. You want to go to Vegas, about a 5-hour drive. You want to go skiing in Mammoth Mountain, about a 5-hour drive. You've got the beautiful PCH Drive up to the Northern California. You've got Palm Springs, 2 hours away. So it's a great location, to be honest. That might be it for now. I don't want to get this video too long. So I hope that helps. But I think what you can take away from this is Long Beach is a city. Of course there's crime. Of course there's homelessness. Prices are going up. But it's also got that kind of magic sauce in that it's a community vibe. It's by the beach. It's affordable still. And personally, I think it's a great place to live. If you like this video, please like and subscribe on YouTube. I'd love more people to be able to see this video. So I'd really appreciate a like. Like I said, my name's Matt Tilley, the British bloke, realtor here in Long Beach. Please just reach out if you have any questions. Shoot me an email, text, phone call. I'm here for you and happy to help. All right, speak soon.